Hello and welcome to our Divine Light Healing Circle. Today we are going to imprint ourselves with the continuation of inner peace no matter what. And what that means is we're going to replace close to the healing islands we have been visiting before in time and space, special healing locations. And there we're going to visit one of these pyramids where we do an energy exchange. And what we are attempting to do is the letting go of resistance to being at peace and resisting the ego's little stories, while the higher self wants to give you that peace. The higher self wants you to move forward and wants you to see the divine bigger picture. But the legal ego has so many little stories to tell and buying into so many biases and so many belief structures and so many expectations. Oftentimes we sour our life by expectations, and when our expectations are not met, then all hell breaks loose in our emotional cycle. And therefore, we are attempting to take in charge, or let our higher self, better said, take charge, to provide us and remind us with the notion that inner peace is obtainable at any given moment in time, no matter how dire the circumstances. And there's always help if we ask. And even if only our higher self helps us, and not even all the guiding ones, guardians, and light beings who are available to us, who are ready on standby to help us. Just even our own higher self can do wonders for us if we let it, and if we do not let this inner ego voice get too loud. So that's what we are trying to do today. And as always, we are starting energetically by bringing light down through us, anchor it in us in our physical form. We are closing our eyes and taking a deep breath out to let the day go, and a deep breath in to envision the golden light from above, from the universe, from our higher self, like a light beam of the sun floating into the top of our head. Golden light flows into every single cell of our brain, eyes, ears, nose, mouth, throat, and neck. And as we think about it, it's already happening easily and naturally. Thought creates form. And the golden light flows further into the shoulders, arms, hands, and out of the fingertips, along the spine and muscle structure in the back, into the heart and chest opening both wide, into the solar plexus to make it more radiant, into the whole digestive system, into the hips, legs, knees, calves, feet, and through the feet into the ground like roots, all the way down to the core center crystals of Mother Earth, helping her activate her own energy grid, the crystalline grid, as our own inner crystalline structures are activated with this light. And then we let it overflow from our heart and heart chakra into our aura, into our energy system, energy field. And with every single breath, golden light flows equally and naturally into all parts of us who need it, and into our aura, smoothing over all energy rifts, ripples, and energy holes, making our energy system strong and resilient with every single breath, easily and naturally, just by intention, just by thought, just by letting it happen. And next we're bringing in the white, silver, sparkling diamondist light from the universal oneness. The undertone is white for purification. In the white, base tone is silver, sparkling light, reflecting energy back and multiplying it, therefore, multiplying the light coming in. And low vibrations do not like the sparkling energies at all. But for our systems, they are enlivening and energizing. And when within this second layer of sparkling light, within the white, you will also find little tiny diamond-like pieces shimmering like liquid light in crystalline form, like rainbows, like translucent shimmering diamonds, which shimmer in all rainbow colors. And this combination is wonderful to purify, energize, and also heal energy holes, rifts, and ripples throughout our all over energy system as we bring it now from the universal oneness into the top of our head, into every single cell of our brain, eyes, ears, nose, mouth, throat, and neck, shoulders, arms, hands, fingertips, along the spine and muscle structure in the back, making us strong and straight, into the heart and chest opening both wide, into the solar plexus to make it even more radiant, into the whole digestive system, private parts, hips, legs, knees, calves, feet, and through the feet into the ground like roots. All old, non-supportive beliefs can be swept away into Mother Earth for recycling, while also this white, silver, sparkling, diamondous light flows deep down into the core center crystals of Mother Earth. And then let it overflow from your heart again into your aura, where it intermingles wonderfully with the gold, smoothing over all energy holes, any strain from your energy system, cleansing and clearing. And you might feel already as these energies flow in your energy system, how your energy is uplifted and more vibrant just in these few moments. And now we add on the rose gold sparkling light, which makes us more receptive to love and soften all worries that we are not lovable, soften all resistance to love out of fear it might be taken away again at one time, smoothing over all these thought patterns, energies, which make us less likely to receive love energy. So we bring in this pink or rose gold sparkling light from the universal oneness as it flows into the top of our head. Every single cell of our brain, eyes, ears, nose, mouth, throat, and neck, shoulders, arms, hands, fingertips, along the spine and muscle structure in the back, as well into the heart and chest, opening it double wide. Your heart is safe to stay open front and back. No more fear of backstabbing. No more fear of anything coming at us, as we are allowing ourselves to believe in love again. Love has our back. Love flows so strong in us that low vibrations can try but cannot come close, no matter what. And this rose gold sparkling light flows further from the heart into the solar plexus. Make it also more receptive to love, giving love and receiving love in our earthly network with co-workers, family members, whoever we interact. And further down it goes towards the digestive system, private parts, hips, legs, knees, calves, feet, and through the feet into the ground like roots. Again, all the way down to the core center crystals of Mother Earth, anchoring it there. And then letting the rose gold sparkling light also flow from our heart into our aura, intermingling with the other energies already there. With every single breath, our aura gets more dynamic and energized, while we can relax even further And while now the energies together sparkling around the core center crystals of Mother Earth, they're starting to spiral outward from the core center towards the surface, as if within Mother Earth there is a circle spiraling outward of just glistening light, like a little galaxy within our Earth. And where these sparkling lights come to the surface, nourishment happens to plant life, animal life, human life, and even other life forms which accept more higher vibrations into their system. And by now you probably have perceived already a possibly tingling sensation or a higher vibration sensation in your body. And that is fine. And more relaxation follows with it, comes with it. And we are ready to release all these little imprints and perceptions which hold us back to be at peace. But before we go on to that journey, we are calling in all the light beings and guiding ones and helpers who would like to assist us in our inner journey today. And we also welcome all the ones who have designated their time to helping the people on our healing list. And there's a whole group of light beings dedicated to just help all the individuals on our healing list, whatever they suffer from at this moment. But we feel that our light circle is already strengthened as more and more people who will see this later joining in time and space. Time doesn't really matter, as it is a timeless process we are entering in. And as we allow these light beings, guiding ones and guardians to be here for us and with us today, we greet the ones who are on our right and our left, the ones who support us from below and above, from behind and up front. And please tune in a moment into this light frequencies of color surging continuously through our body. The gold, the white silver sparkling light, and the rose gold sparkling light. And you might notice as these energy frequencies are mentioned how your body reacts. As in that moment you're thinking about those, and they do something to you and with you. And right now, as your body is nice and safe, sitting or laying wherever you are, your spirit can soar free. And I'd like you now to trust enough to let your body being safely here on earth, while your spirit floats up along the light strands, the light stream, upward, inward, and up and up, deep within yourself, within your consciousness, and up the octaves and dimensions. You can envision it as if you float out of your body, out of your head, and along the golden and silver sparkling strands, up, out of your house, into the ether, around Earth. And before you know it, you can already see Earth from above. And as you notice Earth from above, you will become even lighter and more expanded with every single breath. And as the journey is a little bit further again to this healing planet, we're swooping through the golden sun to get momentum, our golden sun of our solar system. So we're turning now towards the sun, and with the coordinates of the healing planet, which we have been guided to many a times, we are floating through our golden sun of the solar system, through the heat, getting momentum and floating out of our galaxy into the place in between galaxies, into this vast nothingness in between galaxies. And there we expand without resistance, floating without resistance. We have room to expand and to be who we are meant to be. And as we so weightlessly expanding into the all there is, you might have already, before you even know it, expanded into a moment where you have already several galaxies within you. They're swirling in you and around you in your energy body. And you might realize that you are actually a vast, vast being who has a representation in a body on earth, but who is so much more than that body, so much more than that experience, so much more than that tiny story. But that you have here access to many storylines from many past lives, many lives in higher dimensions, many existences. So feel your vastness of existence at this moment. And if you ping pong between your earth body and your higher frame here, that's fine too. Do not judge, do not restrict, just be. Allow yourself this expansion process. Allow yourself to be weightless, like laying comfortably in a cloud. Allowing to expand into the universe. And the universe is a vast existence. And now, with our expanded awareness, we are focusing again dynamically towards the healing planet in another galaxy, and we feel energetically propelled automatically to that place in time and space, in that galaxy and to that healing planet, which we have visited many a times. And today we are not going to visit the Golden Ocean and not visiting the meadow with the healing tablets. Today we are going into another meadow where we see kind of energetically dynamic floating pyramids. They do not have physical substance, but they are just right to energetically enhance our spirit body. So float with your awareness into one of these dynamic pyramid structures. However they are perceived by you, and your awareness and consciousness is just perfect and just fine. Some of you might perceive intertwined energy balls within the pyramids. Others might perceive strings and strands going in and out of the pyramids. Whatever it is, you choose the one just perfect and just right for you, and float with your awareness into that pyramid. And as you continue to float in this pyramid of energy exchange, at this moment you do not have to do anything but allow yourself to have an energy exchange, as simple as that. Allowing yourself the predominance of your higher self, which will assist you in this place to let go of own storytelling of earthly concerns which rob you of your peace, of your deep, inner, endless, everlasting peace. And I would like you to understand at this moment, as you're suspended in this pyramid, how far away your worldly little concerns are, how far away your expectations of certain particular scenarios and outcomes are, how far away your expectations of relationships are, or financial outcomes are, or job outcomes are, or whatever it is, what you have told yourself, it has to be this way for me to be good. Now, as your higher self takes over here and gives your higher understanding more power through energy infusion, it will be easier and lighter for you when you go back onto earth with your consciousness to upshift and up level into this floating zone of the divine design trust. Trusting the higher order, which your higher self is always connected to. You just need to give yourself permission to access it. You just need to give yourself permission to level up out of your little concerns, out of your little ego stories, out of your little worries, out of the worldly turmoils, to uplink to your inner peace and say, I can float in eternal peace without worries. Just now, I do not need to worry. Just now, I am energetically embraced and taken care of. Just now, the divine design does everything in its power to provide my best path for me. Whether it's a learning path, a path where I'm better cared for, a path where we fight less within ourselves, a path where we can let resistances go to what is. As here in this beautiful space, we can accept what is. Here it is easy to accept what is. As here is ease and grace and beauty. Here is light and lightheartedness. Here we can float and be at ease. And this same ease and this same grace is always available to us at every single given moment in time if we let it to prevail. If we remind us, expectations not met don't have to hold us hostage. Acceptance, what is the first step to freedom. I accept that there is turmoil in the world. I accept that there is seeming injustice in the world. I accept that this world has a lot of suffering in it. But in all this, there are gifts. In all this, there are helpers. And helpers are only just around the corner if we let them in. higher self, guide me on this divine path every day, every moment, every second of this earthly life. Trusting in the divine plan is the first big step to inner peace. I might not see why this chaos is needed, but I trust the divine plan. I do not understand why I feel I suffer right now. But there is a divine plan. I resist life no more. I resist the flow of life no more. As life flows through me, existence flows through me. And in this moment of expanded awareness, where an energy exchange happens on the deep core level of your consciousness and awareness, as your higher self boosts your awareness, your consciousness to up level, to upgrade you to CEO level, to upgrade you to the higher consciousness level, to upgrade you to your higher self level. You're never separated from your higher self. But your day consciousness now can allow to merge with this higher self consciousness and awareness, where the earthly storyline becomes so almost laughable, so impersonal, so just a story, so just an experience. An experience can change every second of every moment of your life. Nothing stays ever the same. Nothing stays ever so dreadful. Nothing stays ever hopeless if we let the light of our higher consciousness in. And like the light beams we send down towards our body and everyday awareness earlier, we can build on that connection, on that light in us, as we are never really separated from that light. We make it just visible, we make it just feelable, we make it just memorable to us, so that we can remember it in the darkest hours. And as we have a lot of light beings who want to assist you on your inner journey, on Earth, on your story on Earth, on your duality story of plus and minuses, of goods and bads, of polarities. Let the pyramid symbol remind you that on top is oneness. And at this moment, you're perceiving oneness with light, oneness with higher vibration, oneness which is your birthright. Nothing and no experience ever can truly separate you from that oneness, from that top of the pyramid. It is just a matter of your consciousness and awareness. And we ask you now what your consciousness, your day-to-day consciousness needs to remember this weightlessness, to remember this lightheartedness, this floating inner peace. when nothing harms you and everything is just right for you, where source energy is always obtainable, where the inner safety and inner peace is always obtainable. What does your small day-to-day consciousness need to understand that, to feel that, to remember that, to have it imprinted, this eternal glory? And the light beings are here now to assist you in that exchange, in that imprint, in that super boost, in that energy exchange. We are giving up expectation for acceptance, what is. We are giving up judgment for trust in the divine plan. We are giving up the small storyline for the bigger storyline, the everlasting storyline, the eternal storyline of Source. What does it take for your day-to-day consciousness to accept that light and love and integrate it into your day-to-day doings and awareness? Ask for a symbol or a memorable touch from your guides, like a little key reminder, a canning. Oh, I feel this. Yeah, I remember now this eternal glory I have always access to. This inner peace, which always gives me the sunlight, the sunshine, the inner brightness, the inner light. Even if a tornado is swirling around me and rips reality to pieces, that light is true, always true, and accessible to me at every given moment. Nobody can sever that light from me and me from it. Nothing, nobody, no circumstances, no storytelling, no ego dribble, nothing. So what does it take? One last time, what does it take for your day-to-day consciousness to accept this truth of light and love, this eternal truth of light and love, and being in peace, deep rooted peace, eternal peace, no matter what storyline is going on earth? Is it a touch? Is it a smell, fragrance? Is it a symbol? Anchor this inner peace now deep within your consciousness, within your energy body, your plasma body. You're in here right now in this light body, anchoring it into your light body. Hold this feeling. Sense and allow yourself to really feel how beautiful and wonderful it feels to live in glory, to be in glory. A glory which never can be severed. Only your expectations of little outcomes can sever that peace. Only your inner storylines of worldly affairs can sever that peace. Ultimately, only you can sever that inner peace. How you react to your outer worldly circumstances. But to every reaction, there can be a counteraction. And your counteraction can be always to remember this moment energetically, to give yourself a code word, uplink to light, or higher self connect, or light beam activate, or divine spark light up. Whatever you come up with, what your conscious state today will accept, so be it, and so be it, and so it's done for you. It is your acceptance which makes it so, or your resistance which denies yourself that inner peace. No matter what it is you're doing, what you experience, your choice, every single moment of every single day. Surrender to peace and love instead of surrendering to drama and never-ending storytelling of negativity. I accept life for what it is, a storyline. I accept eternity for what it is, ever-flowing love and light in me and through me. I accept this eternal truth in me. I accept that anchor in me which sits in my third eye center, that kernel of soul which animates my storyline on earth. I activate this eternal light to shine more brighter and brightly every day. I accept that I can actively let more light flow into my earthly storyline to bring more ease and grace into my daily life by trusting the divine design, by accepting the story for what it is, just a story. And therefore to surrendering to eternal peace, eternal light, and eternal love. Peeling all those thoughts away, feelings and emotions away, reactions away, peeling all that away, which is an add-on to our inner truth, eternal truth, truth of never-ending light and never-ending love. And we ask you now to hold this frequency for a moment. Feel what you feel, see what you see, and sense what you sense. As the pyramid will amplify for you this vibration so that your lower self has a easier memory of this eternal experience. Yes, the human storylines can be quite ugly or super beautiful, can be some of very dramatic events or tremendous beauty of connectivity and wonderful interrelations. But when we see what it is, a story, we can take delight in us to rewrite the story. The more we give room to the light and love in us and accept that in us and into our storylines, the more it will take hold. And the less our little ego mind can scream and yell at our inner self and the world being in standing conflict, living in steady drama. And so peace can take over. And as you have now merged with this never-ending peace and love and being cared for, and life streaming through you, creation streaming through you, source energy streaming through you, your individual soul strand, your individual light beam, your individual beingness, your individual consciousness, your individual experiences of God Source itself as Source experience itself through the myriads of souls, through the myriads of existences. In all this, you can always remind yourself that you are Source, providing Source with stories of how drama can be lived, how humans help each other in dramatic circumstances, how things are built and things are destroyed. Or you could also respond to the soul spark in one each other. See the soul spark in each other. See the divine in each other. See how the divine light and flow and love flows through the other party too, through the other beings too. And if you see something you do not like, you have the power of creation. You are very powerful beings. And as we think of the light flows to us. And we think of the uplink to source, it is already happening because we allow it. So we can think of solutions rather than focus on problems. So if you see suffering in the world, you can come up in your little mind's eye with a solution. If you see somebody suppressed and suffering, you can see them celebrating, envision them celebrating, envision them having a wonderful outcome in their life. That is sending them positive thoughts, sending them like positive prayer, sending them like a positive matrix which they can, and their soul can sense and feel and orient like a moth to the flame, orient themselves to the potential of that vision which you sent them with your prayers and with your thoughts. So instead of commiserating with the drama of the storyline, reinvent the story with solutions and see that your fellow beings on earth have the same source energy in them that you have. And by you opting to send them beautiful solutions, their spirit might grasp onto that possible reality. So you're softening them the path for their evolution, their next level of understanding, their uplink out of the misery into a better outcome. And believe us when we say you existing in a multidimensional reality. Every thought and every choice creates a reality. And you are in all these realities. So create beauty for your fellow men by envisioning for them the potential of a better reality. Build and co-create instead of destroy and blame, shame. This is the power of your co-creation. This is the power how light creates more light, creates a higher vibration, creates awakening, creates more joy, creates a relief of bondages of misery, creates an expansion all around you. And you can multiply this feeling of glory and inner peace all around you by living it in your small lives on earth every day, every moment. And once again, make yourself aware of this little memory trigger, the keyword, the button you can push so that you can uplink yourself in this energy moment in time. You are aware beings, beautiful to behold in your energy form. And as we're going to send you back into your day consciousness in a moment, and just in a moment, we want you to understand that you're honored for your story, for the courage to live a small life, to explore polarity, to explore diversity, to explore difficulties, to explore miseries. But you have always the choice to let that fall to the wayside and re-enter the glory of your eternal light and therefore eternal peace. So we commend you for being here today, allowing us to remind you of who you really are, as this everlasting eternal soul, particle of Source. And with that, beautiful beings, we send you back home. We ask you now to float out of the accelerator pyramids, the consciousness accelerators, and come more together in your energy field. And together as a group, focus back on your bodies. You float back to your solar system, through the sun, slowing down, condensing back down towards your Earth body. It's like unfolding wings and now putting the wings of energies back together into your energy bodies. They're always there. They're always yours. But now we're floating back down, 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 deeper down, further down, towards our physical form. Further, deeper down. We're going through the atmospheres and through the various energy layers, even the energy layers with our conscious and awareness, until we reach our physical form. We click back into our energy field. We integrate our consciousness completely with our brain functions and all the body functions, and grounding our consciousness fully into our body by focusing a moment on our feet and focusing how the feet are connected to Earth, even only energetically, maybe at this moment. Focusing on the core center crystals of Mother Earth, where the energy is still swirling around, and held the energy space, the energetic door for us open. You can keep these light frequencies, this soul strand of yours, these energies of light openly flow through you. They belong to you. They are part of your soul frequencies. They are part of creator frequency, always flowing through you. And so you can allow yourself to be more open to more light. If you keep these energy strands connected to Earth through your body, or you can detangle them from the core center crystals and let them swoop up again and dim further down to feel even more grounded. That's up to you. But if you want to keep the energy vibration flowing higher, we recommend to keep these energies flowing through you and also tied up in Mother Earth, so that you can be like a doorway of light for others and in your own story, so that your higher awareness, your higher self can come and visit you often in your day-to-day doings, in your day-to-day choices. That your inner hero, your trust in the divine, your co-creator ability shines through into your life, into your existence every single day, every single hour of every day, and every single moment of every day. Your choice. It is a beautiful view to see you all in your glory, lit up from within with so much tremendous light. As you're now in your body, before you come to your total day awareness, we would like you energetically to look around in the inner meeting circle today and see how glorious your fellow humans look on the energetic level. How beautiful their inner soul flames shine. How beautiful their inner energy flows, looks, sparkling light and many different vibration rates. It's a beautiful kaleidoscope of individual soul particles, a kaleidoscope of God's creation, Source's creation. Enjoy the conscious connection to all there is. And to anchor this, we're bringing the energy down, bringing our hands together, and putting the hands on our heart, anchoring this beauty in our heart center, anchoring this beauty into our Dare to the awareness, thinking with our hearts and creating heart and mind coherence, heart and soul coherence, mind and soul coherence, soul alignment. And we thank you for participating as you're now grounding yourself further in a moment. And just in a moment, when you feel ready, you open your eyes.